I covered Larry Elder before because I found him a totally disagreeable human being. But that's before he was running for governor. I mean, I've had run-ins with Larry Elder on Twitter that date back 4 or 5 years. His politics has always been that of the swashbuckling coon variety. And I don't use the word coon lightly. I don't use that. I don't assign that to everyone. But damn it, for some people, that's a perfect fit, man. That really fits him. Oh, it fits him. I wouldn't call him a grifter because grifters don't believe in what they say. I believe that Larry Elder actually believes black people are not worth shit. I actually believe that Larry Elder believes black people's problems are all because of black people. We forget Jim Crow, we forget segregation, we forget convict leasing, we forget peonage, we forget all the issues, we forget slavery. None of that matters. To Larry Elder and those of his ilk, all that matters is you live in wherever you live, Michigan, Flint, Michigan, and what have you done with your blackness? Why haven't you created a big business? Why haven't you done this bit? What's going on? Well, see, Larry, my problem is, like, my parents, they had no money, and I had to drop out of school. See, it's your parents' fault. Well, see, no, it's not their fault. Their parents came from the South back in the 40s, and it's because we were running away from the white people that were lynching and left because we were being terrorized. It was very dangerous, so we left. My cousin got killed one night by some white guys. We don't know who it was. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. There you go with your excuses. No, I'm trying to explain, Larry, what happened. This is my real life. This is what happened. My parents lived in South Carolina, and then we had all these problems down there. We had to leave. We had to leave everything. My parents went to Michigan, and then there you go. And we went to Michigan. There were no jobs. Everything was segregated. They put us in the hood and in the ghettos, and I don't want to hear any of it. That's the problem with you niggas. You just don't listen. You don't do what you should. You could have done something. Well, what could we have done? We had nowhere to go. The cops wouldn't even take a report from when they bombs. They killed my cousin. They didn't take a report. They didn't do nothing. We went to Michigan. We couldn't make them give us a home or give my dad a good job. Then around the 60s, we started getting the right to vote. Things changed a little bit, but we still didn't have the equity, didn't have the wealth, we didn't have the money. By the time I was born in the 70s, it was a wrap. I mean, my parents gave me what they could, which is a welcome mat and a box of dishes for a housewarming, and that was it. I don't want to hear it. There you go. That's the problem with blacks. Blacks, stupid black men don't do the work. They want to blame white men. It's not white men's fault that you couldn't get these things, even though they run the government. They're the ones that set the policies. Larry Elder is a horrible motherfucker. And a lot of these dumbasses, all they care about is we don't support Democrats. And if you support any Democrats, you're a horrible person. You also forget if you support Republicans, like Larry Elder, you're a horrible motherfucker. Why don't you finish the sentence? See, this is my shirt. Before your boy Matt Taibbi and Katie Halper started saying it, I had this. I was saying this. So you're not saying anything new. Larry Elder is the spawn of the fucking devil. He's a horrible representation for black men, and I don't trust his ass to do nothing but be an impediment to any type of black progress. My problem with people like Larry Elder is he gets cover. He gets cover to be a horrible motherfucker. Because for white supremacy, as long as he does the bidding of white supremacy, even though he's black, he'll have the complexion for the protection with his complexion because he has white supremacy running the misdirection. That's why I got a problem with Larry Elder. Must like Gavin Newsom. No, I must not like anybody, motherfucker. Give me my must like. I defer to my people that live in California who tell me Larry Elder will be much more horrible than Gavin Newsom. I really don't know how horrible Gavin Newsom is. I only know how horrible Larry Elder is. I talk about what the fuck I know. And what I know is a horrible motherfucker who throws black people under the bus. I know you cannot be concerned with that. I know you don't give a fuck about that. That's my problem with the left. But see, some people will think I should be quiet about that because I can have big numbers and that might inspire other black YouTuber people to do content. If you can't be inspired by something within your own self, so I'm supposed to not call out Larry Elder and not call out stupid progressives who think that's better. They think that's a fucking win. because it's not a Democrat, it would be a win to get Larry Elder? You fucking crazy? Are you demented? Are you delusional? What's your fucking problem? What is wrong with you? Who raised you? Get rid of these people, man. What more of an example do you need to hear that the progressive left is garbage? I'm here to clean up this town. I'm cleaning up this town, Johnson. They're turning a blind eye to horrible coon-faced Larry Elder. I bet if it was a white guy shitting on white men and white women the way that Larry Elder shits on black men and black women, you'd be a different motherfucker. You wouldn't be just like, oh, it's no big deal. I guess it's going to be a Democrat. Democrats are horrible too. So, you wouldn't be. You wouldn't be. No, you wouldn't be. See, this is not y'all blacks who are riding with these people. Don't you understand how this works? Look, don't you see how they roll? They don't care, Johnson. But what I find hilarious, Larry Elder got eggs thrown at his punk ass. Yeah. They egged his ass. They treated him like he should be treated, pretty much. Oh, don't condone violence. I didn't tell them to do it. They already did it. I'm just applauding their efforts. It's an egg. He'll be okay. He's been egging the face of black people since he's been on the air.
And that's really what this entire election is about, or should be about. But Larry, they don't want it to be about that. They want it to be about personal attacks. You were attacked broad daylight yesterday in LA. Here's that clip. Watch.
Impact from behind. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I'm sorry.
And that's really what this entire election is about. Eggs. What exactly happened there, Larry?
5, 4, 3.
Gotta rewind this circle one more time.
6, 5, 4.
Hey. Her throwing arm was a little, her direction was a little off there. A little off.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So you see the white lady in the gorilla mask throwing eggs. What exactly happened there, Larry?
Well, she might be one of the 20,000 people that were released early from our prisons, felons, many of whom were violent offenders under this governor.
There it goes, right there, Larry Elder. That's the kind of guy you want. The kind of guy who takes a person throwing an egg and equates it with black people or people. I didn't say black people, but okay. But we all know we make up most of the prison system, right? So, see where Larry Elder's mind automatically goes to? Shouldn't let these Negroes out of jail. How can you let this crime everywhere? These Negroes coming out everywhere. Look at them. Gotta lock them all up. That's what we gotta do. Lock everybody up real quick. That's what we do. Put them, that's what's happening here. Never hesitated. Criminals, all these criminals just running around. Gotta give it to them. That's what the problem is. Now, we got a mental health problem in this country, Larry. See, Larry, I would give a shit what party Larry ran under if he gave a fuck about the people. If Larry was going to fight for the people, but he's not. I mean, the same people that voted for Donald Trump. I mean, you got to see through Larry, right? Right? Shit, same people that voted for Joe Biden. You don't see through Larry? Continue.
And that's really what this entire
Early Be one of the 20,000 people that were released early from our prisons, felons, many of whom were violent offenders under this governor. I don't know. We have two soft on crime DAs. I consider this to be one of the many intersections in California, the intersection between lawlessness and homelessness. I was at a homeless encampment in Venice, and a lot of people are angry. Homeowners are angry. Families are angry. Children have to go and pass these people to and from school. And the homeless population is in danger. And it's also a health hazard, and nothing's being done about it. That's one of the many failures of this governor. So it was a very angry, ugly scene. You know, if I were a Democrat, obviously, this would be called systemic racism. They'd be calling it a hate crime. I don't like to play that game. I do know this. There was a big article about me, a negative, in the New York Times. It never once mentioned that I'm black, never once mentioned that I would be.
I'm confused. Larry Elder spent his whole career talking about being black is not an impediment to progress and that there's no discrimination, there's no such thing as racism, there's no thing as systemic racism. And now he's doing what? He's claiming they treated him with racism. The guy that says there's no such thing as systemic racism. The guy that said that if anybody needs to be compensated for reparations, it would be the white slave owners. That same guy now is saying, hey, look, they don't even talk about me being black. Why should they? There's no discrimination for black people. Remember, Larry? Isn't that what you've been saying? But see, when it's useful for you, you Bojangles looking mother. When it's useful for you, all of a sudden, these things exist. All of a sudden, they materialize. But when there's someone else talking about these issues, now, you say that they are copying a plea. They're whining. They're complaining. They're making excuses. Larry Elder is one of the most horrible people, man. I'm trying to tell you, this is why I take time out to discuss this. So where was he at? He was in South Carolina Beach community of Venice. Obviously, a woman threw an egg with him, an egg at him. What was that? What was that egg throw? That egg throw was hilarious, is what it was. Funny as hell, man. I mean, if you're going to throw an egg at somebody, that was a good time to throw it. So law enforcement is investigating the encounter, but no one has been arrested yet, and they should not. It didn't even make contact. In an update, Elder told a local news outlet, Larry's got to be talking all fast. White people love when you talk fast, don't they? White conservatives love that. That's why they like Ben Shapiro and Larry Elder. Talk fast. Say it real quick. Makes you think that you're more intelligent than you are. Let's say it real quick. Talk. Speedy Gonzalez. In an update, Elder told a local news outlet that the crowd was not angry at him, but at Newsom, and for how he has not handled the homeless crisis in the state. No. Two things can be right at the same time, or true at the same time. Larry, you're right. They are angry at Gavin Newsom. I'll give you that. They probably are. Only honest thing you said or been reported on this story out of your mouth is that. But they also are angry because they don't like you. They weren't like, yay, an opportunity to right the ship. Yes, Larry Elder, he's going to make things better. He's our hero. He's going to stand up for us poor folks. They know damn well, Larry, you're going to go in there and support corporations and throw black people under the bus 2 times. You're not just going to throw black people under the bus. After you throw them under the bus, you're going to pull the driver out of the bus, take his seat, and back up over him a couple times your damn self to make sure they did the motherfucking job. That's what you're going to do, Larry. Because that's the kind of coon you are. Oh, man, that's him black. Take no prisoners. Why should I? It's independent media. I run this, Johnson. That's all we got. Man, if California elects Larry Elder, c'est la vie, man. C'est la FNB, you know? Do as you want to do. You're that stupid, you deserve them. I don't think they will. You know, I'd had something negative to say about him. He was running for dog catcher. Yeah, could be signs somewhere. Larry Elder for dog catcher. Right next to it would be a video of Tim Black shitting on him, because Larry Elder's the kind of guy that deserves that type of special attention. He's horrible.
Most news shows are suspect. They don't focus on black issues, and when they do, it's all fluff. How does that help your life? How does that help your family? How does that help the culture? They don't. The Tim Black Show is different. Tim Black gives you news for people who can't stand the news. Real, authentic, researched, entertaining, on point. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. Visit www.timblacktv.com today. Get black breaking news, politics, culture from someone you can trust. timblacktv.com. Join us today.